Transcending culture. We are all born in a certain area, certain region, certain country. It has all the smells and sounds, the music, the people, the cultures, the rituals, the holidays, the ways of behavior, the closeness, all of that we do experience from childhood. Of course, contained in it are rules, which usually are traditional, with certain reasons why they are there, but they're imposed more or less because most people are not aware as to why the rules are there. Most people are not inquirers. There is definitely a culture, a tradition, rules we are all supposed to conform to on various levels. If you're in India, you're supposed to be in a certain way. If you're in another country like US, you're supposed to be in a certain way. If you're in the Middle East, you're definitely supposed to be in a certain way. We are all born in a certain family, in a certain culture. And yet we are living in the 21st century. So the issue comes, the question comes here. How does an individual grapple with this? Why the issue comes is because we do enjoy a good part, a large part, all the things that the culture offers naturally, biocentrically. See, when a child is born and he's listening to all the beautiful songs all around him and the beautiful rituals and the colors, like in India, we enjoy Holi, we enjoy Diwali, we enjoy such extraordinary classical music, bhajans, all that is going into the biocentric man. It is not really culture for him or her. It is something deeper. It is an enjoyment, a living of life. But attached to that culture are rules, right? Are rules. Wrong rules. Sometimes absurd rules. I don't have to go into that. We all know what those rules are. You believe in this, you believe in that, you do this, you do that, without giving reasons. Now, there is an individual, and it's so simple. There is an individual in the midst of this. On the one hand, he has got all his enjoyment, real emotions, real feelings with respect to all the sights and smells and myths. So many beautiful myths are there in each culture. I don't think 1,000 lifetimes are enough to even know them. You can know only your culture a little bit here and there, wherever you live, right? So these myths are there. What do? You transcend it by understanding it. By knowing yourself, which part is true, which part you don't need. You inquire. You gather all the cultures and all the knowledge from the world, and you formulate your own unique style of being, of expressing. It's really as simple as that. Do that. Then there's no us and them. There is only me alone, individual, and you alone, individual. And there's only meeting ground. You can share your culture. Your culture means how you have felt it. Anybody will get you. And you get the others. Be open to cultures that way. To know your culture deeply, to question it, yet absorb it, being with it. You understand? It's quite simple. That's what people do. That's what educated people do. I had a friend who was a deep intellectual, but he would never give up his classical music. He understood it much better than people who are killing in the name of classical music or Indian culture. They're not killing in the name of Indian culture. They're killing in the name of identity, of chauvinism. Identity and chauvinism is not culture. In fact, that's the opposite of culture. So don't take culture seriously. Treat the culture also as a data, as the part of the infinite values of this world. Every culture has its beauty if you go deeper into it. Embrace your culture, and only then you can transcend your culture. That's the irony, and that's the beauty actually, and that's the truth. Biocentrically, philosophically, truly, personally. Be happy. You're here on earth not to embrace a culture. You're here on earth to look at this world with your own eyes, with your own mind. Your smell is your smell. Your senses are your senses. You are listening. You are seeing. You are hearing. Hear anything you want. But process it, understand it, feel it, enjoy it, see it. Meta-seeing is meta-being. And ironically, the greatest people, even in your culture, were there. They transcended their culture. They talked against the culture. Haven't you noticed all the great writers? What did they do? They criticized while loving, because they were seeing. Seeing is loving. If you don't see, what your love is at best unidentified, at worst a chauvinism. You must know what you know. You must see what you see. You must be conscious. You must be biocentric. You must be you finally. You here on earth. Find your own roots. Find your own song. Sing your own song while being rooted wherever you are. So one more implication of this is when you go to some other culture, don't judge so fast. Don't be so fast. That's a problem of imperialism. That's a problem everywhere. No, go slow. Go slow. Look, observe. Become part of that culture. Merge into that culture. But as a biocentric being, smell it. Listen to it. Listen to it. And feel the culture in your bones, and then you will discover. Sadly, people where you are living have not seen their own culture. If you come to India, you will see that Indians are not looking at the classical music, the beautiful deep traditions, infinitely varied. If you go to the US, you will see that people are not looking at their own deep cultures of reason, of inquiry, of absolutely scientific discovery and exploration. And you don't acknowledge, right? In certain areas, one culture would be better, definitely, objectively, better in the sense, in a context. There will be discoveries made in one culture which can be taken. A culture is not a property of that country. That is chauvinism. You must keep your windows of your mind, as Tagore said, open to all the cultures and all the winds of the world. You must be on the path of discovery and exploration on earth and in the universe also. You must look at the stars and discover what is there, which come out of your narrow box, where there is no box and there is only infinity.